All right. Let me tweet out or post out. What do we say? Let me just post that it has started. Oops, that is not English. Okay, it started. Okay, great. So, welcome to the fifth episode? Yeah, the fifth episode of Mira's Miracle MIRAdio. So, I'm your host, Mira. And yeah, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already mid-May, almost end of May, kind of. Approaching the end of May, shall I say. But yeah, how is everyone? Here in Japan, it's actually been kind of rainy these days. The weather hasn't been very good, and it kind of feels like the rainy season has started maybe, or it's about to perhaps start soon, which, yeah, is a problem. I'm not sure if it's because of the rain, but yeah, the low air pressure has been making me feel a little bit sleepy, kind of lethargic. And yeah, people around me also have been complaining that their head hurts because of the low air pressure. So yeah, I hope wherever you are listening from, the weather is better and that you guys are doing well. Yeah, in terms of May, earlier we had Golden Week, and honestly, I'm not the type to kind of go out during Golden Week because it's, too crowded everywhere. But because that's the only time that a lot of my friends can hang out, I did end up going out. And yes, it was very crowded. We went to like the Imperial Palace. We went to, where else did we go to? We went to the Character Street near Tokyo Station. We went to the Pokemon Center. Speaking of the Pokemon Center, I went to Taiwan. This was actually in April. I went to Taiwan, and the Pokemon Center in Taiwan was so crowded that we actually couldn't get in. They were handing out like the time tickets, like entrance ticket, I guess. And I think we got there like a little bit before noon, but the next available time for entry was like 1:30 or so. So we gave up. Yeah, my cousins and I, my two younger cousins and the youngest cousin's boyfriend, who lived in Taiwan, we all went to Taiwan together, and for 2 nights and 3 days. And yeah, it was very interesting. It's basically my first international trip, because I consider Japan and America my home. And other than that, I've been to England and Greece, but I was too young, so I don't remember anything. So, I feel like it doesn't count. So it was basically my first trip abroad. And I was surprised because so many people spoke Japanese in Taiwan. So I wasn't really sure like which language to use. I was like, should I use English or should I use Japanese? So I ended up using Japanglish. So yeah, I'm still like, I don't know which to use. I think I mainly used Japanese just because I was already speaking Japanese with my cousins. So it was just easier for me to stay in Japanese mode. But yeah, I got by pretty fine. So yeah, it was very interesting. It was also kind of rainy there too. And the food was amazing. The people were very nice. We went to Jifun and Kyufun, and those were very beautiful areas. Jifun is where you write your wish on the paper lanterns and let them fly away into the sky to I don't know where. And then Kyufun is supposedly where Spirited Away was inspired by a little bit. And yeah, I could definitely see it. It did have the vibe. It's kind of like if you remember the scene where Chihiro is like running through the town looking for her parents, like that town is very similar to Kyufun. So yeah, it was very beautiful, and I'd like to go again. So yeah, one day. All right, so then let us jump right into our topic for this month. So this topic was requested actually by one of my friends. She wanted to know more about like fashion, American fashion versus Japanese fashion, and also about like beauty and beauty standards. So yeah, that's what I'll talk about today. And just quick disclaimer before we start. All of what I'm saying is just my personal experience and personal observations. I did not do any research. So don't take it too seriously. This is just what I feel like. All right. So yeah, with that being said, let's start with excuse me. I feel like my voice is a little bit hoarse today because I've just been talking a little bit too much these days. Too much fun. Anyways, so let's start with makeup. All right. So yeah, this topic, it'll mostly be about women's makeup. Men's makeup has become a little bit more popular in Japan. I'm not sure if it's due to like K-pop influence or if there is any other sort of influence, but I have seen that men's makeup has its own little corner now. It is a lot smaller than the women's makeup, but yeah, like a few years ago, men's makeup corner didn't even exist. So yeah, now it's there. I'm not sure about America or other countries, just because I haven't been to America in a few years, so I don't know what it's like over there. So yeah, makeup. So first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the colors that we use for makeup. So in Japan, I feel like red, pink, kind of warm colors are oftentimes used. And currently, what seems to be the trend is to kind of use pink beneath the eyes to kind of look like your eyes are almost puffy, like after you cried kind of thing. A lot of people apply eyeshadow on their tear bags. And yeah, I feel like in the US, at least, we use more like cool colors. I use we for both Japan and America, don't I? We use more like cool colors. I feel like we use like brown, kind of gray. Yeah, I feel like in America we kind of go for like the cool kind of dark, mysterious, mature kind of like smoky kind of makeup. But Japan, it feels like people are more going towards like the cute, innocent, like young kind of look. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's, well, I do think, I think because of that, or at least partially because of that, people always say that Americans look older than their actual age, and vice versa. Americans think Japanese people look younger than their actual age, and I feel like maybe makeup does have to do with that. Yeah, so yeah, kind of similar to makeup, the skin tone, kind of the ideal skin tone that people are going for in Japan is like very fair, and yeah, usually very light skinned, and yeah, I guess I'm not entirely sure where it comes from, but I feel like this comes from like the old history of if you are if your skin is light, that means that you didn't have to work out in the fields, so you were kind of like high class. So I feel like that's where the light skin tone comes from. And yeah, on the contrary, in America currently, kind of tan skin is not kind of preferred. And yeah, a lot of people go to like tanning salons in America. I have I think maybe I've only seen like one tanning salon in my 8+ years in Japan. And yeah, I have no idea where I saw it, but I feel like I did see one, and I was surprised, like, oh my gosh, they have tanning salons in Japan? But yes, they do, I think, exist. Not as many as America. So yeah, in America, I feel like the tan skin tone is preferred because it shows that you like go out and exercise, and it kind of makes you look more social and healthy, I feel. And it kind of makes you look more toned, maybe, also. so yeah, a lot of people feel like the tan skin tone kind of has that like healthy image. So yeah, I feel like that's maybe it for makeup. So let me talk. This one's kind of related to makeup. It is related. Okay. So I wanted to talk about like the eyelids. So in Japan, as part of makeup, a lot of girls want to be oh my gosh, I forgot what the word is. Not monolids, but what was the word? Let me look it up real quick. The opposite of monolids. The opposite of monolids. Monolids. Oh, just double eyelid. Duh. I should have known that. So, yeah, a lot of people in Japan prefer having double eyelids, but I think, like, genetically speaking, they're less likely to have double eyelids. So, yeah, a lot of people put, like, stickers on their eyelids. Obviously, they're, like, clear stickers, so you can't really, like, see. But you can tell it's there. So a lot of people put kind of stickers on their eyelids to kind of make their eyelids double eyelids. But yeah, I think in America, I never really cared about eyelids, whether they're monolids or double eyelids. And I feel like no one in America has really cared or like I never talked about it with my friends either. So I don't think in America it's that big of a deal. But I don't know, maybe somewhere out there someone deeply cares about their eyelids, and if they do, I'm sorry. And yeah, I don't really know why people prefer double eyelids in Japan. I don't know, people just say like, oh, it looks cuter, but I don't really understand. I feel like monolids are just as cute. So yeah, that's one thing kind of related to makeup also. And yeah, this one isn't really makeup, but it's part of fashion, hair, beauty, whatever. Hair, yes. So in Japan, I feel like a lot of people have bangs here, and I did do like just a little bit of research here. I just typed in like typical Japanese teen versus typical American teen, and yeah, most people here, or teens at least, and also adults too, a lot of adults have bangs or fringe, whatever you want to call them. But in America, I feel like not many people have bangs, or at least the percentage goes down significantly. Yeah, so I feel like this goes back to the kind of the ideal look. So in Japan, people want to look younger and kind of innocent, and I feel like bangs do have that that effect. You look younger with bangs. At least I think so. So I think that's why a lot of people continue to have bangs even into their adulthood. And in America, I can think of one person, but she's also Asian. I can't think of many people who continue to have bangs in their adulthood. So yeah, I think that goes back to the whole image of like they want to look more mature and they want to look like an adult. So yeah, I think they avoid having bangs for that reason. And yeah, this isn't completely makeup, but I mentioned earlier like the eyelids people care about a lot here, but in America they don't care about so much. Kind of on the contrary, teeth alignment is something that's super big in America, at least I think, but it's not very important in Japan. So in anime or in real life, we have something that we call yaeba, which is the canine tooth. And a lot of times Japanese people will have like their canines kind of sticking out. And some people in Japan consider that kind of cute, and yeah, people prefer it sometimes. But yeah, I guess like teeth alignment just isn't a top priority in Japan. I'm not sure why, but it's just not. Yeah. So, but in America, I do remember, I think it was my parents. My parents mentioned, I used to have braces when I was younger, but my parents were like, oh, like we have to care about teeth alignment here because like people smile with their teeth and that's like the first impression. And I don't know if they were being serious, but they were like, oh, like if you don't get your child braces, it's kind of considered like not entirely abuse, but like neglect. I'm not sure if that's like the correct mindset, but yeah, they took it very severely. And they were like, oh, we have to do this or else our child is gonna like be looked down upon in America. So yeah, they got me braces. I had to start off with a retainer because I started quite young. I started having my retainer from 2nd grade in elementary school. And yeah, because my baby teeth were still there, of course, they couldn't put braces on. So they were waiting for my baby teeth to be gone. And while they were waiting, they put a retainer on me. So yeah, I guess in America we do smile with our teeth versus Japan. Some people smile with their teeth, some people don't. But yeah, I think teeth alignment is a lot more important in American culture than in Japanese culture. So yeah, I think that's mostly it for like makeup, beauty. So let me take a quick sip first before we move on to fashion. All right. So moving on to fashion. So fashion, I feel like there's a very big difference here also. And yeah, it does kind of connect to the whole ideology of wanting to look innocent, young. So there's a lot of kind of I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with the phrase Lolita, but yeah, like it has a lot of frills and yeah, very like pastel color. So that fashion is quite famous and popular here. It is kind of for the younger people. I would say like the main age group that has that sort of clothing would still be like in their 20s. I would say like not many people in their 30s dress like that, but they're still out there. So yeah. And I would say the biggest difference, well, actually there's two. The two biggest differences between fashion is exposure of skin and also like showing off their body line, their shape, body shape. In Japanese they say body line, but body shape. So yeah, for exposing your skin, in Japan, even in summer, people will wear like long sleeve, long pants, and like just looking at them makes me feel hot, and I just can't. Like, I'm sorry, I've lived here long enough, but I just can't. So I continue to wear like shorts and short sleeves, sometimes sleeveless. Sleeveless is becoming more popular here, but I would say not many people wear sleeveless without like a cardigan or jacket over it. But honestly, if it's hot, I can't, man. I can't stand the heat. So I do sometimes wear no sleeves without a jacket. Rebel. Yeah, so yeah, that's one of the biggest differences. Yeah, in Japan, like you usually don't show like much leg, much arm, any shoulders, definitely not much cleavage to show, and yeah, America is a lot more exposed. I don't know if exposed is the right word, but yeah, basically in America, I feel like you can wear whatever you want. And I feel like when I lived in America, so that was probably like 8 years ago, like crop tops were definitely a thing, and I think they're still like very popular in America. But in Japan, they say that like American trend and like fashion trends are maybe like a few years late to Japan. So I was looking at all the crop tops in America, and I was thinking to myself, like, is this also gonna be like late in coming to Japan, or is it just never gonna come because like people usually don't show off their skin in Japan? But now in Japan there are more crop tops than before, but not I don't want to say not many people wear them, but not, yeah, I would say maybe like half and half. Like younger people will wear them, definitely not like older people. And yeah, I would say usually if people are wearing crop tops here, they would wear like high-waisted stuff. So either their belly doesn't show at all, or like their belly doesn't show much. So yeah, in America, I feel like their people's bellies are showing, and yeah, it's whatever. But in Japan, I feel like people still are not used to that. So yeah, showing the skin, that's one big difference. And then body shape, showing body shape. So this is something that I struggle with when shopping. So I dress and do my makeup more American style. So it's kind of hard for me to find clothes that fit me and suit me and that feel like me in Japan. But yeah, a lot of the fashion here is like shapeless. So yeah, if you have like any curves, it might kind of feel weird to you, or you might feel like it looks weird on you, like, oh, I have no shape. I want to show my waistline and all of that, which is, yeah, one problem I struggle with also in Japan. So yeah, but yeah, a lot of the times the tops and the bottoms, they're both like shapeless. So I think it works for like the kind of standard typical Japanese figure, but yeah, I don't think I fit that figure. So I prefer the American style where the body shape is clear. Gyaru Mira when Gyaru, I don't think I will ever be Gyaru. Gyaru makeup and fashion has kind of decreased, actually. I feel like maybe Gyaru, the peak of Gyaru was maybe like the 90s, I would say, or early 2000s. So yeah. And kind of going off fashion, I think one of the reasons why like showing skin and showing your body shape is more widely accepted, I guess, in America is because there's more of a body positivity movement going on in America. I feel like body positivity in Japan is not really existent, I would say. I've never heard anyone use the term. And yeah, a lot of people are very criticizing of their own bodies and also other people's bodies. But yeah, I feel like in America it's definitely gotten better. A lot of celebrities, a lot of singers, musicians have spoken out about like the false and unrealistic beauty standards that like social media is portraying and all of that. And a lot of people have been kind of spreading the word of body positivity, which is nice. I feel like, yeah, you should be body positive about your body. And yeah, regardless of shape, size, color, whatever. So yeah, I remember kind of like as a part of that, maybe. I remember like Victoria's Secret got like very criticized about their fashion models, and I think the way they advertised also was maybe not good. I think I read somewhere that it said like the perfect body, and then it had like very slim fit kind of models only, and a lot of people like spoke out against that. And maybe some other things also happened. I didn't follow it too closely, but so that was criticized. I would say in Japan that would never happen. Like, no one would complain that there aren't enough like plus size models. Literally no one would complain about that here, at least currently. So yeah, hopefully things will change in the future in Japan. Honestly, I feel like people are definitely way too critical about like being slim, and I think there's like a very big like I almost said something very different, fat shaming culture in Japan, and a lot of people fat shame here, and I wouldn't say it's normalized, but I feel like definitely among boys, like people will like with no remorse just straight up say to their friends or classmates, and like also girls to themselves, they would say like, oh, I'm so fat, blah blah blah. So I feel like Japan needs a little bit more body positivity. And I guess kind of related to that, I went to this like beauty salon place. It's not like a haircut or like spa kind of place. I guess it is similar to a spa. But basically it's like a salon where they kind of like massage you and like use this machine to kind of make you lose weight loss salon. I'm not sure like what they're called in America, because I've never really looked into them or have seen them being advertised in America. But I went to one of those salons in Japan just to kind of see what it's about, and they were doing like some sort of campaign. It was like the first time you go, it's like free or something, and I was like, free? I'll try it. So I went, and like one of the first things they showed me was this like height and weight chart. And they're like, oh, at your height, this should be your ideal weight. And like the weight that they showed me was definitely below the average like BMI. I don't believe in BMI like purely, but it was definitely like on the kind of lightweight side of the BMI scale. And at that moment I was like, oh no, you're spreading, oh no. I was like, oh no, this is spreading false beauty standards. And at that point I was like, I'm not interested in your salon. But I was already there, so I was like, whatever, I'll just get the free massage or whatever. And they massage me, they like kind of use this machine on me. Honestly, it hurt so much, And I kept telling them like, ow, ow, ow. And they're like, oh, but it means that it's working. And I was like, I'm not sure about that. I feel like you're just bruising me. And when I got home, when I was changing, my whole entire like side, like below my armpit, on both sides, like completely bruised. And I was like, yeah, I saw this coming. Like I knew that like they were pressing way too hard. And yeah, it was an ugly bruise. It was like all down my side too. So I was like, dang. I almost cussed. Oops. I was like, dang. Yeah, no, I don't want to bruise my body to like maybe lose weight. Like, no thanks. So yeah, I was like, that was such an unhealthy experience. And to think that those salons exist, like there's quite a lot of them in Japan, which is scary. I'm like, these salons exist and like people go to them and pay money for that. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, chill out, guys. Like, you're fine. You guys look beautiful the way you are. Like, don't worry. So yeah, that was an experience. Yeah, and I wanted to kind of talk about also like gyms, I guess. Kind of going off of like body positivity and like beauty standards and etc. Gym culture. Let me take a sip of water before we start that. All right. So, gym culture. So definitely, in the past like 10 years, Japan has definitely increased the number of gyms, and it's become a little bit more common, I would say, for both young and old people to go. Previously, I feel like the only people who went to gyms in Japan were like the so-called fitness freak, or like retired people who have nothing else to do, basically. But now I feel like it's a lot more common. Like people from all ages. I would say like not many high schoolers or like students go. I would say like anywhere from like university to all the way to like their 80s, I don't know, go to the gym. But the gym is a lot more expensive here in Japan. And I would say like the standard, I would say, is maybe like $100 per month ish. And with inflation, I feel like maybe it might cost, well, actually, it might cost less now in dollars because of inflation. But if 100 yen was 100 yen was $1, the average, I would say, is maybe about $100 per month for gym fee. But yeah, there are some cheaper options opening up, and I used to go to a gym in and I joined their gym like right as they opened. Like they were completely new, so they had this like kind of new like new member, like new gym kind of welcoming campaign. And with that campaign, I paid 6,600 yen, which, yeah, would be like $50 per month. The most is like $40 over here. Oh my gosh, I wish. Yeah, my current membership is like $20 because I'm holding on to my legacy account. Yeah, so definitely gyms in America are so much cheaper and definitely more prevalent. Like every block, I feel like there was a gym. Not every block, but yeah, it was pretty everywhere. So yeah, definitely gyms are more popular and affordable in America, which is interesting because, like, considering the fact that, like, the obesity rate is a lot lower in Japan, but we have less gyms, while in America the obesity rate is higher, but there are more gyms. So I feel like there's kind of like the in-between people, I would say, like not fitness freak, not like couch potato, the in-between people. Those people, I think, are just like, I guess, like DNA wise, like obesity is less common in Japan, maybe. Also, probably like beauty standard culture is severe here. So yeah, but I was telling my my Japanese stream people audience that the gym Planet Fitness offers pizza and candy and bagels, and they had a good laugh. Yeah, that's kind of like unthinkable in Japan, but apparently I have heard that there's this one gym called Chokozap right now. It's kind of like the most affordable, most like, I would say, chill, like very convenient. They market it as like the convenience store of gyms. So yeah, like you can walk in, you don't have to change your shoes, you can just walk in and use the machines and walk out. So that place, I heard, has like some sort of bread. I can't remember like what type it was, but I think my colleague has a membership there, and she was telling me about how, yeah, they offer bread, and like she and her partner end up just eating bread and not exercising as much. But yeah, I think like but that's the only gym that offers kind of food. I'm not sure if any other gyms in the US offers food, but yeah, I do remember Planet Fitness offered pizza. I think it's only like once a month or so, but yeah, I think they always have candy and bagels. I'm not sure. But yeah, my friends could not believe that a gym would offer pizza. Like, what are they trying to do? Like, what's the purpose of a gym? So yeah, I think that's maybe it for gyms, maybe. Yeah. So I think I covered everything that I wanted to. I'm trying to keep you there and forget your account. Yeah, basically. Yeah, customer retention, probably. Yeah, lure them in with the pizza and candy and bagels. So, Yeah, I think I covered everything that I wanted to on my end. But if anyone has any questions about like beauty, makeup, fashion, gyms, beauty standards, you can ask me anytime. Right now is your Q&A section. Yeah, it was really interesting. I also went to this other beauty salon, like, again, it was like a trial course kind of thing, and they offered me this like drink, I guess, and I forgot what it was. Like, they offered like cash back for anyone who loses like more than 3 kilos in a week or something. And yeah, it was the diet was very strict. They gave me this like whatever juice that they had, and then like soup, and they said you can't eat anything else in this week. I think it was maybe like 5 days or so, but they were like, you can only eat this, or rather drink, because there's nothing to eat. They're like, you can only drink this, and then if you lose 3 kilos, we'll give you cash back. And honestly, like in retrospect, that's such a unhealthy way to lose weight. But I wanted that cash back. So I did lose the 3 kilos and I got my cash back. Woohoo! But I after I got my cash back, I definitely went to go get a burger and fries and gained it all back. So was there a point? I'm not sure. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that like a beauty salon, like a weight loss salon, would kind of encourage this kind of unhealthy weight loss. I feel like, I'm not sure, I feel like people in America would complain and say like, that's not a healthy way of losing weight, and yeah, kind of expose them. Just hide some ankle weights on your body, then they'll never know. You know, I should have done that. But I think they like make you change clothes, and like you can't really hide anything under your clothes. But yeah, so I do remember that also. So yeah, anybody have any questions? Because if not, I know it's a little bit early, but my voice is kind of hoarse, so if no one has any questions, I always forget to advertise my own work here. So let me throw in a little advert. So yeah, last month actually, the 24th of last month, the Switch game that I'm in was released. So if you're able to buy the game, it's available on Switch, Stream, iOS, Android, I think, on 4 platforms. If you can, I think it's only like 500 yen too. So if you have a spare 500 yen, please go play it. It's awesome. And the title is Japanese, but the title is called Itareri Tsukuseri. So yeah, I think if you like scroll somewhere in my timeline or in my feed or profile, whatever it's called, you will see me plugging it. So that, and last night, like 12 hours ago ish, I played the game Bokura with my friend Yu, and it's on her Twitcast channel. So I retweeted it last night. So if you are interested in that, you can go see that. I'm just so bad at games, and it becomes so apparent. So if you want to see me playing terribly, go watch that. And yeah, I think that's all the plugging that... there is one more. The audio drama, the radio drama, audio drama that I'm in as Woman A was released 2 days ago. Yes. And yeah, it's called Birthday Reverse, and it's about how some people throw you surprises, but not every surprise is a good one. Or not all people like surprises, basically. So yeah, it's light comedy, but yeah, it's in Japanese. So if you want to practice your Japanese listening skills, I recommend you watch those. And yeah, for further Japanese practice, I covered this same topic, beauty and fashion, etc., on my previous live stream. And I believe I put the archive for that in the description. So if you're interested, please check it out. And yeah, I think that's it for plugging. Thank you. So yeah, any plans for this weekend, everyone? I'm probably just gonna continue working. I have a few songs that I have to translate, so yeah, look forward to them. When I got the songs, I was very excited, so I hope I hope to translate them, and yeah, hopefully people will read the translations and further deepen their understanding of the songs. So yeah, that's about an hour. So I made it. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and have a great rest of your weekend. Dealing with a storm. Oh no. Well, I hope the storm isn't too bad. And yeah, I hope it doesn't rain too much over here either. So yeah, well, have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next month. Oh, no power, not no potato. Okay, I was gonna say, what is no potato? Oh, well, I hope you get power back soon. So yeah, stay safe. All right. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.